Good morning, sunshines! I am really just improvising today because I have a lot going on. So you guys are at the airport with me. You're welcome. In a parking garage because I just dropped my daughter off and I didn't have time to get anywhere to do this video. So I'm surprised I even have service and whatever. So good morning. How are you guys doing? It is our 11th day. Do I want to tag Jacqueline Hart in this video? Jacqueline, apparently we are the same when I'm just rocking my hat on. So we're on 11th day of Miracle Morning together, you guys. And I'm excited just about the prospect that we're almost to 2 weeks. To create a habit, you want to have 3 full weeks, and then to like solidify the habit, you want to have 90 days, right? The 21-90 rule. I'm trying to like keep my hand still in this vehicle, but you guys just don't even look at the video. Just hang out, right? You don't have to watch. It's totally cool. So let's just start because you guys know what you're doing now. If it's your first time here, you drop a 1. If it's a rewatch, you tell me if it's a rewatch, and you put Good Morning Sunshine when you jump on because we all actively participate. Number one. Number 2, let's talk about our gratefuls, our gratitudes. That's where we kicked off the very beginning of this, and some different things that I'm grateful for today, and you guys share this as well yourselves, right? I have no idea who's joining because I cannot see when I'm like this. Morning, Nikki. I can see one person. What? I don't know why it doesn't work as well as on my computer. Anyways, gratefuls. I am grateful that technology takes us anywhere. I really wanted to make a commitment for a certain time for you guys, and I'm doing my best with that, so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my daughter's team and her coaches. They're off to Florida for a competition today. I'm grateful for her tenacity and her practice. Little tight practice is like 20 hours a week. It's crazy. So just grateful for her, like the ability to choose, right? The ability to choose to work her butt off. And we all have that ability in all the areas of our life, and she chooses that. I mean, I'm really grateful for the little person that she's becoming. So what are you grateful for? Put that first, right? Because we are doing our Miracle Morning together. Just in case you didn't pop out of bed at 4:30 a.m. and start doing this on your own, we're doing it together. Next thing is our affirmations, which we just started talking about a couple days ago. And just, where you're at with your affirmations of like, and where you want to be. So right now I am healthy. I'm going to keep going with the I am healthy. I am at peace. I am calm. I am enjoying the ride and living the experience. These are some of like the more calming I ams that I've kind of been developing myself. Morning, Katie. Morning, Jose. How's it going, you guys? Good morning, sunshines. So what are some of your I ams of where you're at right now? I'm getting like a very slow response in the parking garage, so I can't respond to what you guys are putting, but I'll look later on as you're sharing your I ams and your gratefuls. So you guys are awesome. All right. And then the last piece that we already went over was savors, your silence. When's the last time you practiced meditation? When's the last time you practiced silence? Yay, something came through there. I love it. Grateful for the treadmill. God, I wish I had my treadmill back for sure, Nikki. That's the best. For eating healthy, for a good attitude, for a happy place. That's so great. I'm thankful for a happy attitude too, right? Because you get to choose that. You get to choose what your attitude is. We talked about that yesterday a lot. Like when you're not in that space, do you choose to be happy and have that good attitude? And you're doing it. So I'm thankful for you, Nikki, because you're shining out into other people, right? All right, so when's the last time you practiced your silence? Because that's a piece of this. And then just sharing might be good enough, right? Morning, Taylor. Just sharing, like, did you take some silent moments last night before bed? Did you take a few this morning? I got up like at 4:30 this morning, 4:20. My alarm, we weren't getting up until 5:30, and I was gonna start working, but I thought that I would just take some silent time for myself and just laid and was with my thoughts, basically, right? Or was removing my thoughts, both of them. All the hearts, yes. So that was my last silence time. I'll have a couple more today. I'm excited to be on a plane today and still quiet time on the way. Yes, on the way to and from the gym. That's an awesome time to have quiet time. I think that that's like a great time just to be able to reflect on what you're about to do, and your body feels great with those endorphins, right? So, okay, so the title today is to pack a smaller bag. Is that what I put? Something like that. And it's funny, you know, I was gonna kind of figure out if we were gonna go into more of our affirmations today. I think it's always great to take a couple days to really get the routine of posting these in here. And I was thinking about something this morning, and it connected and tied in with my personal development that I'm doing right now with my the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. And it was, so I'm packing a bag, right? So we're going on this trip. I just said that already, right? So Kinsey's going to our national competition out in Florida. I'm sorry, not national, just their one like travel meet this year. So we're going out to Florida today, and I usually take a carry-on bag. Like, you guys might have seen my stuff before, and I've learned from some of my other like teammates and coaches and just associations and friends that there's a lot less stress when you just bring your bag with you, and having less sometimes is more. So I've learned to do that. And this is the first time I was messaging. We're going with another group of moms, which is going to be awesome just to hang out with some new friends. And they're all checking their bags. So I was like, you know what? I'll just check my bag, because everybody else is checking their bag, and I'm going to be waiting for them anyways. Like, waiting, you know, when you're dropping it off, we'll be waiting to pick them up. So why not? And then I'm thinking about myself with this, like trying to yank my bag and throw it up top. So it's like, I'll just pack whatever. Like, I'll check a bag. So I grab a different bag that I usually do, and it's it's bigger. It's bigger than my other one. Here's the point of the story, you guys. When you have a bigger bag, you fill the space, right? It's not like I'm looking at the bag and it's half empty because I'm used to this little tiny bag. I'm like, well, I got to bring more stuff. Like, I have a bigger bag, so I need to bring more stuff. I need more baggage, literally, on my trip, because there's space to fill there. So then all of a sudden I feel like I'm packing all sorts of crap, like throwing extra things. I'm probably not even need any of it, but I'm filling extra space. And what it reminded me of, which is, it's fine. That's neither here nor there. If you like to bring 18 suitcases, perfect, right? So it's not really about the package. Morning, Kathy. Morning, Jake. Don't forget your good morning sunshines. Share your gratitude and your affirmation if you can. And if it's your first time, drop a 1. Otherwise, you do your good morning sunshine. Y'all know that. But so we're talking about packing a bag, and when I bring this bigger bag, I fill the space. It's not about that. What I was thinking about is that in terms of time. So I was just listening to Mel, and she was talking about how, like, procrastination and how there's good procrastination and bad procrastination. But basically, when there's a certain amount of time, we're going to fill it. There's 24 hours a day, you're going to fill it up, right? And when we have like a deadline that's so far out, we're going to fill that space out, meaning we'll figure out a way to wait and take up, like, if we have a deadline of 1 week, right? Think of something in your life that you've been wanting to do, and you're like, okay, so I have 1 week to do that, right? Packing. Let's just talk about packing. I've known I'm going on this trip for how long? I had up until today, before like I leave at 3 today, to pack. Do you think that I packed last week? No, right? Like, I'm barely just wrapping up my packing this morning because I gave myself a further deadline, a bigger space. And when you have more space, you're going to fill it. And sometimes that doesn't mean that's not necessarily, like, especially in procrastination there, it's not necessarily a good thing, right? Because you're filling it, and then you have this undue stress of, I have to do this until this point. I was having a conversation with a friend yesterday, and I didn't even realize it tied in until just now. And she's having me work on just going off of what my immediate priority is. Like, what do I need to do right now? And when you have an immediate priority and you check that off your list, it decreases the stress, right? And when you have an immediate priority, that means you have to get it done right now. And if you put that priority off, where you say, well, I really don't have to fill in the blank here. Let's say it's with your business. Like, I don't really need to take that class yet. Like, I have to do all my research for my my personal training and my group training, all my certifications. They're due at the end of June. I've had 2 years. I've taken no classes yet. I'm going to do them all at the end. So I'm talking to myself here, right? But if I would place a different deadline on myself, I would get those things done before, instead of having that be like a cloud hanging over. So what in your life, where do you have a spot where maybe you're creating too much space, too much extra baggage, too big of a bag, right? Morning, Michelle. Grateful for feeling fabulous today. Yes. Where you're creating too much space, so that you're not taking, like, you have this like undue stress on you, this extra baggage on you all the time because you're waiting to get that thing done. And could you maybe move the deadline and just get it off your plate, right? Good morning, Jennifer. So really, that's what today is about, you guys, is finding maybe some areas in your life where you are just packing too big of a bag for no reason at all, right? You don't really need the extra baggage. You don't really need the extra time. And wouldn't it feel good just to have that off your plate a little bit sooner? And that's creating yourself a deadline, creating a time of what you need to do, and then accomplishing some things, checking it off, because you feel good with small wins. Every time you do something that accomplish something, check off that box, it feels great, doesn't it? So what boxes can you check off today? So that like the thing that you've been putting on, this is like totally Eat That Frog, one of my first like development books that I read. What can you just check off today so that you feel a little less stressed tomorrow? Okay, thank you for joining me from this garage at the airport whilst I drop my daughter off. If you just joined us or you joined us late, you can go back and rewatch. Make sure there's a couple things with our videos always, right? You do a good morning sunshine when you get in there, a 1 if you're brand new, share your gratitude, share your affirmations, when you did your silence. Guys, we're doing the miracle morning together, and if you just jump on and you're not sharing, did you really do it, right? The power of sharing is going to push you to the next level. So thank you guys so much for these awkward conditions that we have right now. That could have been a full video. And for still joining me tomorrow, I should be joining you from, I don't know, a beach in Florida, some sort of sunny, beautiful weather. So hopefully it's at the same time. I think my schedule should let me do that. Love you guys. Good morning. And we shall see you all soon.